just saw this video and I knew that I had to cover this. This happened in Singapore, but supposedly just very recently. So at the start of the video, you can see someone on a phone apparently crossing the road and saying that something went to the opposite lane. Then you can see there's this car here that has crashed into another car, an orange BMW, in the opposite lane, and he was filming the driver, and the driver seems to be very groggy. The caption on the video, it said vape until accident, but this is alleged because we have no proof. But then you look at the driver of the black vehicle, he was very groggy and he seems to be, I mean, yeah, he just got into a collision, so maybe he is still dizzy and unwell, you know, so it's possible. But then we should give him the benefit of the doubt until you see he takes something from in between his leg at this little red tin object that looks like the red pen that he picks up from in between his leg, and he put it into his shirt pocket, inner shirt pocket, I presume. And just take a look at this and tell me, does this look like a vape device? I mean, we have no proof, no context, just allege. Just based on this, let me know, and also from the way the driver of the black vehicle is speaking, so just let me know, what do you think? After watching this video, maybe I can say without a doubt, Penang vendors, hawkers, stall holders are probably the most kindest and patient people I've ever seen. Okay, we've covered the story about the durian vendor in Penang. We've covered the drink stall holder in Penang also, and now we have this Penang char kway teow stall holder right here, who, you know, went for a small toilet break and the customer got so angry for waiting, actually flips the walkover. Was he so hungry, he was so starving that he couldn't wait for the uncle to go for a short toilet break? And you know what? The uncle, as you can see from the video, who is clearly smaller size than the customer, didn't choose to retaliate or shout or anything, he just froze there. And apparently he lodged a police report later that night, and the man returned days later to apologize, and the police report was withdrawn. The uncle just chose to forgive and forget. So big-hearted of him. Oh, by the way, you should support if you can. This is at Penang New Lane's char kway teow, and apparently from the comment it seems that this char kway teow is quite popular, so it is really very normal to have longer waiting time. So not sure why this customer got so impatient, or maybe he was new there. So anyway, yeah, kudos to the uncle and his big-heartedness. This is probably everyone's hidden fear right now, okay? Imagine your power bank catching on fire. This is your last story of the day. Follow us for more. So on 5th July at around 11 AM at Jurong West, a power bank allegedly caught fire while charging, causing a fire in a tenant's bedroom. And you can see from this picture here, the damage was a Scotch mattress, bed frame, melted cabinet, plastic container, the walls, all the way up to the air conditioner, as you can see. So apparently the homeowner, Miss Chu, 46, lives with her husband and a 15-year-old son and 8-month-old baby. And 2 of the rooms were rented out to 4 long-term tenants, and one of the tenants was absent during the fire, but allegedly he left his power bank charging and left the room. Miss Chu, the landlord, has always told her tenants, do not leave any device charging unattended, but not in this case it seems. And at first they noticed large smoke and thought that maybe they are doing a ritual in the room. And then upon further inspection, no, it was actually a fire. Miss Chu's husband took out the fire with 5 buckets of water, while she was so frozen in fear. Was even the fire department called here? And 5 buckets of water, I mean, you need to imagine how long it takes to fill 1 bucket of water. So 5 buckets of water is like a mighty long time to fill up, okay? Anyway, the fire was finally put out and the tenant showed no remorse, only lamented his bad luck and was evicted post-incident. However, the tenant agreed to replace the damaged mattresses and cabinet, but the landlord was also actually kind enough to not ask him to replace the air conditioner, claiming that the air conditioner was really over 10 years old and rarely in use. That is really kind of the landlord, okay? But what the landlord is most worried about is their 8-month-old baby, okay? They are worried that the 8-month-old baby might be affected for smoke inhalation, so paramedics have assessed the 8-month-old baby and advised monitoring for breathing issues or coughing. Thankfully, all these estimated repair costs, about 600 plus Singapore dollars, no compensation sought for the air conditioner. Oh, and it seems that SCDF was alerted to the fire, but it was extinguished before their arrival. So, wow. So, Miss Chu's, the landlord's husband, is also very capable right here.